Good morning. So, definitely one of those mornings where I was running around a little bit. But it was all good stuff. Me and my partner getting up, got good news, and we were just talking about it. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing something at 7:15. But it was a good way to wake up this morning. And now it's a good way to just sit here and remember, oh yeah, now I'm going to slow down a little bit. I hope everybody slept well last night. Taking that breath, listening to the riffle of the cards. Thinking about, yeah, today's Thursday, almost the end of the week. Let's see what the universe has for us today. This week has been about a lot of taking a look at defects of character and ways that we get into our own way. Finding a focus. So let's see what the cards have to say today. So, I am going to do my stack of threes like I normally do. Each one of these is a thread going out to the universe. Whichever thread I pull will be the thought for the day. This actually takes a little bit of thought. A little bit of intuition says, which one do I want to look at? Do I want to pull the thread here, look at what's on top here, what's underneath, what's going on in the middle? And I think today I want to take a look and see what's right at the heart, what's in the middle, because of some of the other readings for the day. So I'm going to do my 3 and 1. Take a breath, and as I like to say, I'm going to read them one card at a time, because to me it's like the tarot is a book. And so I can open up here in the first chapter and think I know where the book's going to go, and I follow through the path, and all of a sudden the big change comes here, and it's like all of a sudden it just makes sense. So I like to stream of consciousness it. And we start off with the Queen of Swords today. So that is about being sharp, being smart, and doing things in an emotionally intelligent way. I like to think of it also as emotional intelligence. Push this back a little bit. There we go. And then we have the Magician reversed. So the Magician has all the tools that he needs to do something. It's about manifesting, pulling things out of thin air and making them real. In other words, a project, a task, creating something from nothing. And it's almost like the Queen is talking to him, but we have the King of Pentacles. So we have these mature cards here, and we have the Magician, which is card 1, upside down. So the Queen, she's that emotional intelligence. She is sharp, but being the Queen, she also is empathetic, but doesn't get ruled by her empathy. The King of Pentacles, he is very grounded and down to earth. He is the one that will always make sure things are meticulously done. He can be quite boring, but you know that whatever he does is going to be solid and stable. And the young magician here seems to not being able to get started with something. So I'm going to turn over the advice, see what's going on. The Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Queen of Cups. Queens are about, their element is water. They are about the emotions. They're about the feelings. So we have the Queen of Swords. The swords are about intelligence, about thought. And you can see the storm clouds here because underneath it all, there's also feeling. There's also, passion about something. She's about the passion. So you don't want to cross her. The Queen of Cups. This is a person who this could be about jealousy. This could be about resentments. This is somebody who can seethe passionately. If they feel crossed, they can be very passionate about it. This is somebody who just is not in a good emotional state. So, this is that frustration we feel when we can't get something going, when it just doesn't seem to work. And court cards might be people. So this magician is surrounded by, here's one person who's very intelligent, but passionate about accomplishing something. This person here is, again, about following SOP and being in charge. He is the leader. He is in charge. And then underneath it, underneath what this magician, where he's at, is that all those feelings that go with not being able to accomplish something, not able to get started. So then the question comes along is that, what are these expectations that these older people have put on this magician? And does the magician have the right tools? I mean, normally when he's upright like this, he's got the pentacle, he's got the cups, he's got the sword. He's got all the tools that he needs. He's got his wand. But imagine trying to sit there and start something and being said, we don't know how you're going to do it, just do it. Imagine the feelings and the resentments that might come up. So this might be about the inferiority complex, being in a position where you just feel like you can't get something accomplished. And all of a sudden it's like emotions rule. Emotions seethe. And it can blind us to what we need to do. And it's like the king here has turned his back on it. He's like, just get it done. And here she is, like a side view of justice, being all judgy. And here's this young magician who starts out with high hopes, lays everything out, and then given an impossible task. Which means this is what we get to feel. That seething, that burning. And that can rule over everything. So for today, we need to turn this queen around and we need to become emotionally balanced about a situation. So we need to take a look at things that just throw us off our game, where we feel less than, where we feel like we're thrown into an impossible situation, and how to handle it with emotional maturity. So I think this is talking about emotional maturity in the face of adversity, emotional maturity in the face of adversity, so that when he's turned around and calm, he looks like he can say, look, I'm young, I'm inexperienced. I have what I thought was necessary to create this. But so either you accept what I've got, or it's not going to get accomplished. He can ask the Queen of Cups then, what is the best, most empathetic way to attack, to come to this? He'd be able to ask the Queen of Cups if it wasn't about, which is going inside and asking yourself. He can't go inside and ask himself if he's seething. So it's about finding that emotional security to be able to say one of two things. Either I don't have what it takes, and be able to present that in an emotional, in a calm, emotionally intelligent way. Or we can seethe and say, I'm supposed to get it done, and hide it. That egomaniac with an inferiority complex. Because let's face it, the magician, he knows his stuff, right? So I have a personal issue with being the egomaniac with an inferiority complex. Sure, I'll get it done. And then I get to panic over the fact that I don't know how to get it done. So, emotional maturity in the face of adversity. We need to be able to talk to the people around us without getting emotional and explain what the difficulty is, and either they can accept it or not. But at least you haven't come at it through emotions and made things worse by not being productive. So, and I'm glad to hear that, Michael. They always seem to hit home with me. And with that, I hope everybody has an amazing day today. And I will see you again tomorrow at 7:15. And again, thank you all very, very much.